Your favorite Pokemon says a lot about you. It's a fact. Perhaps you're lazy, maybe you're useless, or even a hothead. Like, I personally identify as a pussy, and that's what makes Pokemon great. No matter who you are or where you come from, there is a Pokemon that speaks directly to you and only you. Pathetic. And I think that's what makes the phrase "gotta catch 'em all" so memorable. Everyone remembers catching their favorite pocket monster. I know I'll never forget the first time I caught a Pikachu. My heart is still racing, and there are few slogans that are so relevant, yet so nostalgic, so simple, yet so elusive. Just catch 151 Pokemon, dude. How hard can that be? Very hard, and the Pokemon franchise is all about these juxtapositions and contrasts. Black versus white, fire versus water, man versus nature. I've got frostbite and I'm about to black out, but boy, did I show that snow who's boss. Even the three starting types represent this ancient elemental relationship. Fire will burn you, water will drown you, and grass? Well, don't even get me started on grass. Like, I still haven't made it back from the grocery store, and the milk has definitely gone bad. But you know what hasn't spoiled?
The bread?
Pokemon. The answer was Pokemon, and I'm not shocked, because after 20 years, it's still the most successful brand in the world, topping sales charts, dominating media markets, and creating a card game worth millions, perhaps even billions of dollars. A single Charizard is worth more than every NFT combined, but like all greatness, a sacrifice is required. Like, gimme that Magikarp, god damn it. But this 3-decade-long domination has a dark side, as this brand has essentially been built upon the backs of Pokemon slavery. I'd feel bad, but I can't feel anything. My hands, my brain, my wallet, and few series have managed to remain in the global zeitgeist as long as Pokemon. It's the last tenable connection between East and West, Europe and America, millennials and Gen Z. Without Pokemon, who knows where we'd be? Probably settling disputes with words rather than Pikachus. Time heals all wounds, even burns, but words last a lifetime.
I'm still a pussy.
And Pokemon Legends Arceus is the latest installment in the renowned series, and Game Freak has finally changed the game, literally, overhauling much of the familiar, dare I say stale Pokemon formula that fans had come to expect and begrudgingly accept. Stale bread is still bread after all. Okay, maybe not. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I'm hungry. The concept of seeking and catching new and nostalgic Pokemon will forever be delightful, a timeless activity, a consistent source of joy and dopamine. It's clinically proven to be as addicting as cigarettes. At least that's what my doctor tells me. Forget smoking jewels, kids. Give this dank Charizard a try.
Come on with your hands up, you sick fuck!
The core idea of catch 'em all is still very much at the forefront of the Arceus experience. However, the means by which one forcefully detains, controls, and manipulates wild pocket monsters is quite different. In the past, wild Pokemon would attack you, a child, at random against your will. That can't be legal, but Nintendo don't care. And to capture these dangerous monsters, one must simply strike back, because the only way to combat violence is with more violence. Just ask that Goldeen.
I think she's dead, future me.
Punches, kicks, nightmares, even tongue licking is an effective, accepted, and all-around reasonable strategy to not only defeat, but completely paralyze your foes. Like, I haven't left the shower since my encounter with Lickitung.
Is he still there?
But in Arceus, you have many more avenues to catch these these wild Pokemon other than violent encounters. You can lure them with some sweet treats, bonk them over the head with some mud, or stalk them in the grass like a Pokemon of old. And oh, how the tables have turned, because now it's my turn to do the haunting. But catching Pokemon isn't the only task in this game. Studying and doing research is critical to your progression. It's essentially the modern version of the gym system. The game takes place in the ancient times, and the people of the Hisui region are about as ignorant about Pokemon as Pokemon players are about sex. Like I learned, Starlies like wild apricots, Lickitungs like licking people, and Driftloons are predators, and not the good kind. And speaking of predators and licking, the NPCs in this game have literally no boundaries.
What the fuck? Get out of here!
In Arceus, you play as a mysterious space child who has been dropped into the past through a rift in the sky, back to a time before Pokemon were understood and controlled, running free and roughshod over the people of the Hisui region. Forget Kanto or Johto, because Hisui is gorgeous, brimming with trees, mountains, and unrendered rocks. Mother Nature is truly a sight to behold. Just don't look too closely, because it's bad for your eyes, and you might catch the ugly.
I somehow look better.
However, do not let this world's beauty fool you, because the environment is quite treacherous. The world of Arceus is brimming, nay teeming with life. Some friendly, some not so friendly. You'll encounter Pokemon new and old, like there's a Raichu, that's a Geodude, and this... Well,
this is a green screen. I'm sorry, I should not have deceived you. I'll leave now. Sorry about that. And I'm back because I need to warn you that these Pokemon are naturally
inclined to aggression. They're all roided out on ass-pear berries, magic mushrooms, and rare candies. Groups of Pokemon will attack you at random, unprovoked, and together, like the kids on the playground stealing your rare Charizard card. A triple team. So uncool, guys, and you're giving me PTSD. But lucky for you, Wonder Boy acquires various mounts throughout the game to help him traverse this dangerous Pokemon-infested hellscape by moving so fast that you turn the environment into a graphical hellscape. Gross. Who needs running shoes or a bicycle when I can ride a literal deer, a giant fish motorcycle, or a bear with built-in GPS? I think mine's broken, but this bear is pretty darn cool. You can hunt down friends that are avoiding you, track down foes who are seeking you, and find that mysterious missing sock you lost doing laundry, because when he's got the scent, there's nowhere to hide.
It's not what it looks like, I swear.
But perhaps the most interesting feature introduced to Arceus are the boss battles, which turn Pokemon into a Soulsborne type game with rolling, timed attacks, and a giant hideous creatures. A slightly different type of hideous, but it also incorporates classic battle elements, blending the turn-based RPG and the action RPG, and it's a cool idea, and going forward something that absolutely should be expanded upon, as it breaks up the monotony of spamming the A button for 4 straight hours through text dialogue and random encounters. My thumbs will thank you greatly, Game Freak, but sadly, it may be too late. All in all, Pokemon Legends Arceus is pretty darn fun, and I'd recommend it to anyone who's a nostalgic fan of the games. I appreciate Game Freak's attempt at finally breaking the vicious cycle. It showed sparkles of something potentially great that at times could be muddied with sections of poor execution and literal muddying with poor graphical quality. But Pokemon's never really been about the graphics, but rather the adventure, discovering secrets, and of course, catching 'em all.